Sound levels at collegiate athletic competitions are a much discussed topic among sports fans, coaches, players, and sports media alike. Different venues are often dubbed as harsh places to play based on the crowd noise generated by fans. In football, prior to every play, the quarterback must communicate effectively with the rest of his team in order to achieve success. When the visiting team cannot communicate due to crowd noise from the home fans, the home team realizes a distinct home field advantage. Sounds from the crowds can help dictate the direction of the games based on their mood and the atmosphere. It's noticeable how much the crowd gets involved as they increase intensity during key plays and post-spectacular plays. Crowd noise varies on who has the ball and the situation of the game. It's noticeable that the crowd intensity and noise is loudest when the opposing team has possession rather than when the home team does. Studies show that crowd noise increases from 80 decibels when the home team quarterback is calling plays to 110 when the visiting team quarterback is trying to call plays. The difference between a normal radio and a speaker at a rock concert. In terms of effective communication distances, studies from Penn State reveal that the home team quarterback was able to communicate the line of scrimmage and can be heard by his teammates up to 20 feet. Compare that to the 2 feet the visiting quarterbacks face, even while shouting. In terms of where to locate and assign the loudest fans, tests were done at Penn State to effectively evaluate where in the stadium the loudest seats could be reserved. Studies show that students produce noise levels 6 decibels louder than any other fans, simply because they are the largest demographic in attendance. Penn State students created 3 case studies in which to study the loudest part of the stadium for them to sit. Comparisons of case 1 and 2 show that there is no difference in sound levels heard on the field, meaning that the upper section of students are not contributing significant noise. Case 3 shows an increase of 3 decibels as the students can be rearranged around the end zone. According to this model, by rearranging the student section around the end zone, crowd noise will be more evenly distributed over the field. At number 3, University of Florida's The Swamp. If the heat and humidity doesn't affect the team, the 93,128 screaming fans surely will. The stadium is built into the ground and extends straight up, with fans nearly 10 feet away from the bench at any given location. Talk about communication issues. Crowd yellings have reached 125 decibel levels at the players' benches, which is equivalent to the sound of a fireworks display. At number 2, University of Oregon's Autzen Stadium. On Saturdays, 54,000 manage to squeeze in every game, but when it comes to pure size, Autzen Stadium doesn't even graze the nation's top heavy hitters. Michigan Stadium, known as the Big House, holds up to 109,901 fans. There are only 5 other college teams west of the Mississippi that run into 6-figure seatings, but within their conference, teams like UCLA and USC top out around 90,000. So how can 54,000 strong compete as the second loudest stadium in the nation? Simple, it's their stadium design and their acoustics, more importantly the shape. Rather than a traditional bowl, the stadium is a Pringle shaped, given the way the stands sweep upwards. The field itself sinks below ground, so as to better trap the sound, sort of like a barrel effect. The 54,000 have recorded decibel readings of 127, equivalent to the sound of constant thunderclapping. At number 1, University of Washington's Husky Stadium. The newly renovated stadium is designed to hold 72,500 seats. with nearly 70% of those seats located parallel to the sidelines under two unique cantilever roofs. These big metal roofs overhead act as a speaker and reverberate sound back down to the field, creating a decibel reading of 135, equivalent to the sound of a jet engine at 100 feet. At this level, even short-term exposure can cause permanent sound damages. Well, first of all, there's the physics behind the stadium acoustics. For a loud, good atmosphere, sound must be reflected. Something that for the quality of the acoustics regarding music or concerts is usually rather bad. But for a loud and impressive stadium atmosphere, the cantilever roofs are really good. Their purpose being to keep the noise inside the stadium and towards the field. The roofs are shaped in a way that the noise from the stands is directed down towards the pitch and opposite side of the stadium. Effectively, the roofs are noise traps that reflect the fans' roars back onto the playing surface. In terms of the sound system for larger stadiums, excessive reverberations, echoes, sound absorption by air, reduced speech, refraction, and synchronization are all challenges that interfere with speech. Speech intelligibility can be effectively achieved by using a distributed sound system in order to outlast reverberation. Reverberation time in a large stadium, like Husky Stadium, may sum up to be 20%, where low-frequency reverberation times get longer. Depending on where you sit in the stadium, there will be an advantage of reduced reverberations since sound dissipates into the air and thus provides better speech intelligibility. Although a sports stadium is not the same as a concert hall, the required architectural elements in size and geometry to solve the sound reflections remains a major challenge in architectural acoustic design. This unique design allows reflected sound to be aimed towards the playing field, and the glazed wall surface combined with organized crowd noise brings the advantage to the University of Washington.